So one other item we'd like to talk about is the damper controls on the furnaces themselves, or the air lines, the supplies. You notice the boxes on these. They're electronic dampening system. Basically, it controls the airflow when you have multiple zone unit home. So in this particular house, we have thermostats on all 3 floors: basement, main level, and the upper level. And so each of those thermostats can control a different level of heat or cool, not both at the same time. You can't have the basement on heat and the main upper floor on cool. The system is not designed that way. But what it does allow you to do is either turn up the heat in the upstairs, turn down the heat in the downstairs, and the way that's controlled for the flow of the heat or cool, depending on what you have it set to, is these dampers will open and close. So there's typically red lights on them that show the position they're in. In this particular case, this one happens to be in the closed position, so it's lit up as closed. And there's a needle on there, a gauge, if you will, that shows that opening and closing. So up inside of there is an actual, kind of looks like an accordion, and it actually closes and opens to provide the proper airflow to whatever zone it needs to go to. That's all controlled by thermostats. And again, we were talking earlier today about the control panel of the furnace. This operates everything on the house, helps to run the thermostats, controls the dampers. It's kind of the brains of the furnace. So typically no maintenance with those. You do want to, from time to time, when you're checking the furnace filter or humidifier pad, you're in the mechanical room, take a look up and make sure that those are in place, that there's no wires that have come loose from them. They are operational, so there can be some vibration to those, and just make sure in general upkeep of that unit. Lastly, I would say regarding furnaces. So most often, in this particular case, this one was provided and installed by Nibor Heating and Cooling, or we have other suppliers as well. They're typically, after our 1-year warranty is up with ABB and with this particular supplier, they're going to typically send you out a reminder that your warranty is coming up, and would you like to sign up for a home maintenance program on your furnace. This is a total option for the client themselves, but generally they're going to go through things on a yearly basis, twice a year. Once for the heating season, once for the cooling season. They're going to go over things like making sure your air conditioner is up and running and ready to go for the summer. And they're also going to do things like changing pads and filters, and general maintenance and upkeep on the furnace for the winter months. Certainly a good idea, something to think about. Just gives you a little more peace of mind that you have that protection. So something to think about down the road as well, just to help make sure that the machine is running correctly.